their letters.
Yeah.
That's your philosophy. Joke to coke. Okay, so we're going to do U substitution with definite integrals. So we're combining, so you've done U substitution, we've done definite integrals, we're just combining. There's just a little trick you got to know to make it work the right way. So let's look at number one. Let's just start doing something together. So this will be from -1 to 1. If I rewrite this, it's going to be like x squared plus 2 to the negative second. And then times 4x times the x, right? So I'm just bringing up the bottom part. Remember, u is going to be your little guy. So what's u in this problem? X squared plus 2. I don't know if I left it up here. I'm always like, I want to leave you guys room to do them, but I don't want it to be like a 10-page packet. So I'm like torn on how much room I should leave you. Anyway, so du is 2x times dx. But I need 4x times dx, so what do I have to do to everything? I gotta double it, right? So then 2 times du equals 4x times dx. And then here's the next, like, the trick or the little extra step with U substitution and definite integrals. These right here, when we were integrating this problem before, everything was in x values. Well, we just switched over to u's. So we switched. We're going to rewrite this integral. Don't write the integral part yet. Like, don't write the boundaries yet. But we're going to rewrite this integral as u to the negative second 2 times du, right? So we're not in x's anymore. We can't use x values anymore because we've transitioned everything over to these u's. So we have to take these x values and transition them to u's also. Do it with this right here. So this tells us u is going to be the x value squared plus 2. So we got to plug the two x values in that are the limits, the -1 and the 1, plug them into this, and get our new limits. Let's see what happens when we do that. So I'm going to plug 1 into this u equals x squared plus 2. So I'm going to have 1 squared plus 2. What does that give me? And then I'm going to plug -1 in. -1 squared plus 2. What does that give me? 3. So this is one of those, like, I love when this happens because I don't have to do anything else. You're trying to accumulate all of the area between 3 and 3. So what's the base of your rectangle? 0. So what's the area then? What's the integral? What's the area? 0. So I don't even have to go any further on some of these because you end up with the same u value. There is an alternate way to do it, but it's way harder. Should I even bother?
If we're not going to need to use it.
Anybody want to see? Alright.
No.
I mean, so
Low-key I do.
yeah, I kind of want to. So you could like integrate it like it was like we did before with the u's. Put the x's back in, and then you can use the original x values, the -1 and the 1, because we're not in u's anymore. We're back into x's. Does that make sense? So it's a way extra because now you're plugging into like all of that crap. Instead of when you do the u's, it's usually like u squared. You do the third. You know, it's like a much simpler thing to plug into. So you're taking an extra step to plug back in the x's, and you're plugging into a much more difficult, not difficult, just a longer expression. The only downside of this is people do forget this stuff a lot. You know, everything in there has to be a U. So I mean, I would much prefer, or highly recommend you do it this way. But I'm just, I guess, wanted to throw the other option out there. Yeah.
If it wasn't zero, how would you keep going?
So we'll do a couple more. You'd integrate it. You'd plug in the top minus, plug in the bottom, the exact same way we've been doing them. So we'll do a couple because they're not all going to be zero. So let's do them two. So this is going to be, I'm just rewriting it, and I'm still in terms of x's. So the -2 and the 0 still apply. So bring up the x squared plus 4 to the negative second, and then I got the negative sign here, and I got the 4x times dx. So your u is going to be x squared plus 4. So your du will be 2x times dx. So what do I need to multiply the du by to make it match? Negative 2, right? Because I got this negative 4x up here. So multiply all this by -2, so -2 du equals -4x times dx. And then I can rewrite that part of the integral as u to the negative second, so this is my u, that's my negative second. And then the negative and the 4x, that's my -2 du. But again, you cannot put 0 and -2 in these two spots because those are x values. This problem isn't in terms of x anymore, it's in terms of u. So I've got to take, I know that u, we defined it as x squared plus 4. So I take these two x values and I go, okay, what's 0 squared plus 4? And what's -2 squared plus 4? And those are my new boundaries. And it'll, oftentimes, I think this one will come out. So I get 4 here and 8 here. So the bigger number actually flips to the bottom. You don't switch it, you leave it just like it is. You're going to have a bigger number on the bottom on some of these. And that's totally fine. We'll just go through the process. You guys see where I'm getting the 8 and the 4 from? Are you gonna remember to get the 8 and the 4? That's the hard part for most people. So now it doesn't come out to 0, right? So what do? We just keep going like the normal way. So add 1 to the power. So this will be u to the negative first, multiplied by the reciprocal of the new power. So what's the reciprocal of -1? Still -1 times the -2 that was out in front, times 2. You with me? We good? Questions? And then I'm going to go 2 times 4 to the negative first, minus 2 times 8 to the negative first. And you're just plugging it in just like we did before. We're in u's now instead of x's, but the answer you get at the end represents the area, and it comes out the same whether you're in u's or x's. So what's 4 to the negative first? 1/4, right? So this is like 2/4. Minus, so 8 to the negative first is 1/8, so this is like 2/8. So this is really 2/4 minus 1/4. Which is 1/4.
Wow.
Wow, what? Why'd you say wow? Is it so freaking cool?
No, it's just crazy.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Questions on it? Try 3. abbreviations sometime today too. FYI.
Why?
FWIW. BTW. Don't make mistakes. Wait, Maddie looks different.
She goes.
Where is Maddie? Like she's never seen Michigan before. Where's Strimple?
She's an Albion Road.
Oh. What does that sound mean? Is that celebratory or frustration?
I don't know. I got it wrong, so probably.
So frustration.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't like I was 10 off. I just got the negative sign wrong.
Oh, okay.
I gotta find where I missed it.
Alright, let me run through it. So, again, I would rewrite it first. And so if you notice today, if you look through it, they're almost all just like x squared and x to the third. So they're, again, I'm kind of like slowly eating into things, you know. So these are all going to feel pretty similar, but then, so what do you think comes next? E's and trig and ln and all that stuff with the u substitution, with the definite integrals. So that's kind of like the culmination of everything. So for today, there's none there, but it's coming. They don't do those a lot on the AP test, but they're there enough with to do it. So that's me rewriting it, and then u is going to equal x squared plus 2. Has it been x squared plus 2 in every product? X squared plus 4. So du is going to be 2x times dx, but I need it to negative 2x, so Shield, is that where you're negative? Messed up?
No, I got the negative one.
You got negative du?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So our two new u values will be 2 squared plus 2, so 4, and 0 squared plus 2, so 2. So when you rewrite everything, you should end up with from 2 to 4.
That's 6.
Yeah.
That's 6. I don't know how I got it right then.
That's a 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Yeah. That makes sense.
Wait, didn't you say 6 has to be at the bottom?
No, you don't reorder it.
Oh, I thought you said you. Oh,
You just keep the same. That's why.
That's why.
So you keep the same. They stay in the same positions. But what I was trying to point out is some people freak out when there's a big room on the bottom and they flip it. Don't do that.
Okay. That.
Yeah, I might have
You
used
said always the bigger number.
I'm sorry, I might confuse you. So then this is going to be negative u to the negative second times du. Right? Is that what you guys have? Yeah, that's right. Okay. So then integrate it. So add 1 to the power is u to the negative 1. Multiply by the reciprocal is negative 1 times the negative's already there. So you just have negative 1. 2 to 6. So you're plugging in 6 to the negative first minus 2 to the negative first. So 1/6 minus 1/2, which is like 3/6. Or I'm sorry, 1/6 minus 3/6. So negative 2/6. Negative 1/3. 6. Is that in here yesterday where I kept saying that? Yeah. How many got negative 1/3? Alright. So, this might be one of those, like I don't think this is too bad, right? So, you got 20 questions on here. It might be one of those where, you gotta understand it. You know, I'm not saying you gotta do all 20 questions. Pretty sure they're not correct. I'm also gonna I'm gonna start assigning the con that I need you guys to have done too. A couple of them we're not gonna know yet. So, if you get to one that you're like, I've never seen this before, that's possible. We'll do them like Monday or Tuesday. But some of you might do like 5 of these and be like, yeah, this is easy, I got it. I'm gonna start working on my con. You know, that's fine too. Grayson, what happened here? Did I kill you with? So you have the time to work on that, and or start your